Boy, I'm really at a loss for words here.
Forget it, I quit. I can't do this anymore, man. My head's about to explode. My whole life sucks. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. My dad just died. We just killed Bambi. I'm out here getting my ass kicked, and every time I drive down the road, I want to jerk the wheel into a goddamn bridge embankment.
The world is really an absurd and pointless place, and if you think about it, life actually sucks. Most people are just coping but unable to admit it because we are biologically programmed and culturally conditioned to be life-affirming and view life as some kind of positive thing. The absurdity of the world is really clear. First of all, nobody gets to choose whether they are born or not. Our parents simply impose life on us without asking, and obviously they can't really ask us either. Then we live in this invisible gas on a big rock floating in nothing, orbiting a giant exploding ball of light that keeps us alive. The natural world is a cruel and unforgiving place or system of life if you are born weak, and it favors the strong regardless if they are good or evil. On top of that, it is also quite random, and bad things can often happen for no good reason to people who don't exactly deserve it. But to make life safer and more convenient for us humans, we have built an industrial society after finding abundant stored star energy in the form of fossil fuels. To survive in this layer of reality, which is kind of outside nature in a way, we have to work jobs. For the average person, their job is often boring and repetitive and unenjoyable. Yet people have to spend most of their waking hours doing the chore of working to acquire digital numbers on a computer somewhere so that they can have a place to sleep and food to eat to sustain their meat suit body. However, most of the other things we do beside working are really ways to escape this reality and immerse ourselves in alternate realities or fantasies, because this place kind of sucks. Some people engage in hedonism by consuming drugs and alcohol to feel something good or to numb the pain of their existence. Others read books, watch TV shows, play video games, or doom scroll social media to keep themselves entertained and distracted. Perhaps one of the oldest copes is religion, where people are transported into an alternate reality with spirits, demons, angels, and gods, and they have a divine mission and a purpose to their life that seems to be otherwise lacking in this reality. Because simply existing and sitting in an empty room staring at the wall isn't enough, people will get bored and they will want to be stimulated. So this world is kind of imperfect, it is lacking at its core. Sure, I can admit that there is some superficial beauty in this world as well as some enjoyable pleasures and experiences, but this place is not good for most of the beings that dwell here. Most humans are relatively poor and have unfulfilling jobs, as I mentioned, and thus require these coping methods to make it through the day. But even when all your needs and desires are satisfied, it doesn't provide permanent satisfaction. You just end up experiencing a state of painless boredom after some time. That's why also many rich and successful people engage in various coping methods, such as becoming drug addicts and doing various other strange things. Non-human animals are lucky in some ways because they have the luxury of ignorance. They are not intelligent enough to deeply ponder these things, so in a way they are spared some of this mental torment that humans may experience. They just function mostly through their primitive biological instincts. They are satisfied with eating, pooping, and procreating. That said, we do still know through science that many animals feel pain and have emotions, so they are able to suffer as well, and many of them do so in horrific ways, such as being eaten alive or being enslaved in a factory farm to feed humans. I'd say being life-affirming as a human is probably down to genetics and instincts, our biological programming, because it is arguably better for your reproductive success if you view life in a positive way, even if that is an illusion. People who don't really value life will likely select themselves out of the gene pool, while life-loving normies continue perpetuating the species for better or worse. That's kind of why I don't have faith in antinatalism as a political solution, but that's a subject for another video, which I did make as well. Remember to like and subscribe and let me know your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video. Okay, thanks, bye.